So you sit down to do the task you've set yourself. You've planned it out. You know what you need to do. You even have the resources in front of you, the paper out, your laptop open, the software ready to go. But when you struggle, you procrastinate, and you end up failing the task and not completing the thing you said you were going to do, and you beat yourself up. You hold this guilt, you harbour this shame at not being able to do the work, so the next time you sit down, you're motivated by guilt. For the next 2, 3, 4 tasks, you're motivated, you're on fire, you're getting through them because of this guilt. But then it starts to fade, and the bad habit emerges. The habit of linking productivity with guilt. With going in to do the work task and immediately feeling guilty, feeling stressed, feeling pressured, and inevitably fall into procrastination because your headspace, your mindset, and your overall motivation to do the work is all linked with this negative self-belief. In this video, I'm going to be breaking that chain of thought. I'm going to be giving you 2 tips to ensure that you never use guilt as a motivation again and you always get your work done, even on the days you don't want to. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18 and I coach unproductive people to turn productive once and for all. I personally spent over 5,000 hours or 210 days straight wasting away any potential I had on Call of Duty and other such video games. I personally was in this rut. I personally used this guilt trap to get myself to do work, even when I didn't want to, but it wasn't consistent in effectivity. You inevitably fall down and you fail and you procrastinate and you end up furthering the negative habit that you're building because guilt isn't an infinite motivation source, it's simply a short-term fix for the problem that you're holding and harboring below. And until I figured out the solution, the way to be consistent and motivated without relying on guilt, I never broke this chain. But in this video, I'm going to be covering how to actually be motivated, be consistent, do the work you set yourself without relying on guilt and this negativity to get you to do the work. And firstly, to fix a problem, you need to understand it. The reason it's bad, the reason using guilt as the motivation and beating yourself down until you do the work eventually is long-term bad, because in the short term, like we said, it can motivate you. You can guilt trip yourself into doing the work and getting it done in time when you say you're going to do it. But if you want it to be consistent, as we all do, to reach success productively, it's awful for your progression. And the reason is you're linking the emotion with the work you're doing. The best example I can use is if you have a candle, for example, and you light this candle every single time you're about to do some productive work, and you do productive work, then you link the smell with the productive work. The same can be done with coffee, with energy drinks, etc. And then you can see how the habit or the bad habit formulates. You start bumping energy drinks before you do the work, and then you're progressing, and now you're addicted to caffeinated beverages that are ruining your health because you see them as the only thing that causes you to be productive. And the same thing happens with this guilt complex. You link feeling guilty with being productive, and therefore you have this unsustainable bad habit that in the future will drive you into the floor. Do you understand it? It's linked. Neurologically, you're making yourself feel productive while feeling bad, and those coincide in your head to link it with productivity and make productivity and feeling productive feel like guilt, if that makes sense. But how can we fix this? And you have to have humblenality. You have to be humble to fix this problem. So if we were to grab a random person off the street and get them in, and immediately put them into the gym, you wouldn't put 100 kilos on the bench press for them to rep, would you? You know, it's implausible, it's illogical, and it's impossible to happen the majority of the time. But how would you make them reach that result? You would put a couple of plates either side, 2.5s, etc., and just the bar, and let them get to work. And then the next week they come back to the gym, you progressively overload and you get them to go again, and then you progressively overload and you get them to go again. And work is the exact same thing. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that's attentive in focused work, whenever you're focused, that's your prefrontal cortex activated, can be progressed, can be improved by doing the work. So the idea that I'm trying to get at is that you start off small. Chronological intensity plan. The first 4 tasks of your day should be making your bed, having a cold shower, organizing your desktop, and cleaning your desk. So negligible in terms of intensity, but you're building the discipline muscle. you're strengthening it, you're growing it, and then you set yourself a medium intensity work task and you complete it. And then you call that a productive day. And then you go on to the next day and you do the same. And by day 3, you add a little bit more. You do a little bit more work until when you reach the end of the month, you're finally in a position to actually tackle these days that you were seeing as productive before, because you've rebuilt and you've strengthened the discipline driven productive muscle of actually being able to work physiologically. I won't lie to you, this is hard. You know, you have this unrealistic expectation for yourself the night before. You're planning your day in your planner, right? And you feel on top of the world. You feel like the 24-hour you is going to be the most productive person on the planet, and you're causing issue because when you wake up and you haven't strengthened this discipline muscle and you're not who you actually say you are at the moment, then you fall into this rut, this procrastination. The list's too long, it's too difficult, you can't get into the work because you're simply not ready for it yet. And this incurs productivity debt, so the idea that the tasks you don't complete today roll over to the next day, and then the next day's to-do list is even longer, and you end up with this infinite to-do list that never ends. So be realistic, be humble, set your productive day low, and then build it up and up and up and up until you're able to tackle the days that you've always dreamed of. And if you don't know how to do this, if you don't have the tools, techniques, strategies to actually be productive once and for all, or know how to set your day up in a way that you're guaranteed success within just 30 days, then the top link in the description will take you there. It's my productivity performance plan where I'm changing lives in just 30 days, and I won't bog you down with the details or a sales pitch, but in terms of daily pricing, it's cheaper than the coffee that you buy every single day, so it's finally time for you to start investing in something that will give you a return. I'm guaranteeing you 20 out of 30 days productive within the first month of working with you, or I'll work with you for free until you get that result. If that sounds interesting, check it out, but I appreciate you for watching.